What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Instructions for Dancing by Nicola Yoon. So this is a story about a girl named Evie. Her dad had an affair, he has left their family, and she used to love romance stories. She was really into like those contemporary, fluffy, tropey type stories, but ever since her dad's affair, she just really doesn't believe in love anymore. And the story starts off with her giving those books away. She's putting them in a little tiny library, and this woman comes up to her and is just like, hey, why don't you take this weird book that's in there that's called Instructions for Dancing, which leads her to this dance studio and basically changes her entire life. At the beginning of this book, after talking to this woman, she discovers that when she looks at people kissing, she can see their entire love story. And this is kind of the story of Evie figuring out, like, is love still worth it? Like, even if you know that like all things end, even if you know how things are going to end tragically possibly, is it still worth it to fall in love? And I do think this was a really beautiful love story. I do think that as far as Evie is concerned, like, this was a really, really well put together book. There's even a note at the end where Nicola Yoon's talking about the process of her writing this book and like why she decided she wanted to write it. And it is really beautiful and really interesting. But I have never been quite so aware of the fact of how aromantic I am than reading this book. And the reason for that is just that it's very like romantic love is the only way. Like, the only time she ever sees love stories is like when people are kissing. So like, she's never gonna see the love story between like two friends. Like, what's gonna happen between like her and her guy friend who stick together? Like, she sees like her two other friends who kind of fall in love and have this little love story, but she doesn't see like their actual friendship or anything like that. So that's something that just kind of bothered me, and I think that maybe if I had been in a better headspace when I was reading it, it wouldn't have bothered me as much, because this isn't really the type of book where you're gonna see any kind of like representation like that, because this is a love story, this is a romantic story, and at the heart of it, like, this is the story about Evie meeting this boy named X, learning to love again, finding out, like, is it worth it, even if she knows how things are going to end. As far as books by Nicola Yoon go, I still think The Sun Is Also a Star is my favorite. I would say in terms of like her writing and like the way that these books feel, this is a really good one. Like, you can tell that she put so much heart into Instructions for Dancing. Like, you can tell that like she really felt this book, and overall, like, I think that's why it is such a good read, and I would definitely recommend it. I would just say, like, when it came to that like aromantivity, or however you say that word, it just bothered me a little bit, but I kind of feel like I'm a minority here that's probably not gonna bother a ton of people, so I can't necessarily knock it too much for that. So I'm giving Instructions for Dancing an A-. I definitely think it's worth a read, and you should definitely check it out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to talk books with me every week. That is everything I got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!